Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into another new deck inside of Clash Royale, and this deck has actually given me a lot of problems, so I wanted to play it today and see if we can pick up a couple of wins using it. Now, you guys have probably seen this deck before. It uses the Elixir Collector 3 Musketeer combination to bait out one of your spells, and then using the 3 Musketeers you can dominate. It has the Battle Ram and Miner as offensive options, the Minion Horde just in case they don't have something to take it out, as well as the Pump and a couple of other cards. So let's go ahead and try it out and see if we can pick up some wins using it. This deck is really annoying with a lot of the decks that I play. Like, I think my Giant Graveyard deck gets stomped on by this a lot. There's a couple of others that this one does really well against. So let's go ahead and see if we can try it out ourselves, maybe be on the other end of some beatdowns. And I'm going to start with my Elixir Collector, and he's actually going to end up playing a P.E.K.K.A. So this slow building P.E.K.K.A. push will give me plenty of time to build up my push. And we just sort of have to wait it out and see what Tim Bop's going to play. I do have the Goblin Gang, which is a great counter to work with. And I guess I'll split my Musketeers from the beginning and wait for another little Goblin Gang right here. So Goblin Gang is going to actually get taken out by a lot of this right here. Let's play a Zap just to keep these Musketeers alive for a little bit longer. That's actually going to work really well, taking out these guys over here. And let's go ahead and drop our Miner on this tower, hopefully before the Musketeer gets locked onto. Absolutely perfect. And this is going to be a really nice start. Musketeer is going to kill that Ice Wizard. Zap will not help Amigo. And because of that, that first tower is going to take a beating. This has already started so well, and I barely had to do anything. Let's play another Elixir Collector. So this is where the deck gets so frustrating. And honestly, a lot of the times, I get a lead against this deck. Like, I'll take the first 1500 HP off their tower. I'll be feeling good. I'll be feeling like I'm having a lot of success. And then all of a sudden, they end up steamrolling me, which is what I'm hoping to do this guy here. And since I'm high on Elixir right now, let's go ahead and use our Minion Horde plus our Battle Ram. Looks like we're not going to be able to actually get our Minion Horde as far as we would have wanted to, but still, everything's going to be okay. Princess is going to go down this other lane, so I'll get ready with my Goblin Gang. And playing the Skeleton on the Princess should work pretty well. And everything's looking sort of good, except we're going to have to play this Miner defensively. Okay, that's not my favorite option, but let's play the Battle Ram as well. Battle Ram's going to do a good job distracting before these Barbarians pop out. Ice Wizard's going to be a little bit annoying. And I guess we will have to play our Minion Horde, which really isn't what we wanted. But okay, I guess we deserve that. We went a little bit crazy. We deserve what we got right there. Looks like he's going to cycle to his Princess to take out our Minion Horde. We still should kill this Night Witch or come somewhat close. Very nice right there. And momentarily, I'm going to cycle through my 3 Musketeers, and this is where we want to make some progress against this Princess. So that's going to be the Princess down over there. I'm going to cycle to this other side of the map. Seeing as he's going aggressive with the Fire Spirits, let's go crazy on this other side. Look how he stacked that right-hand side. That's going to be miserable for him as that tower gets blasted. And a Minion Horde's going to go down over here. This is looking so good. Battle Ram didn't even lock onto that tower, which is surprising. And now we've got a Minion Horde crashing down on that right-hand tower, and with a really slow reaction on the Princess, that's going to be tower number 2 going down as well. So as you guys can see, once you get the lead, really good deck for holding on to it. Let's play 3 Musketeers right in his face as we climb down this lane. Okay, he's going to end up taking that right there. That's going to be okay. Fire Spirits are going to go down, and with only a couple of seconds left, he really has to find a miracle, but the Miner's locking on, the Battle Ram's locking on. A prediction Zap is going to end up hitting that Ice Wizard just right, and the Battle Ram's going to smash into the tower for a clean 3-crown victory. That was pretty fun. We got the Elixir advantage, got a little bit sketchy with that P.E.K.K.A., and he did have some good counters to the Minion Horde, so I was never really able to play that effectively besides that final push. But we're going to pick up 3 crowns in the very end. Let's get into battle number 2 and see if we can keep doing it with this deck. Now, inside of this battle, I'm going to just try to go crazy with Elixir if possible. Depending on the deck he plays, let's see if we can just cycle these Elixir Collectors like crazy. And let's do it. I've got my Collector right now. Now, that guy in the last battle, he didn't show that he had any sort of direct damage to deal with a lot of my stuff. So that was something that was sort of fortunate for us. Let's see if this guy's playing Rocket. Let's see what he has inside of his deck. And as we pump up, I'll get ready with my Skeletons. And let's see what he's going to do. He's going to play a Furnace. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready over here. And as soon as we get a pump going, I'm going to play a Miner onto this Elixir Collector. So that way we can take some value off right there. He's going to be slow on the... Oh, no! I mean, calculated because the Musketeers are taking out that other tower. Looks like that's going to be a perfect play right there. I cannot believe I'm this good at Clash Royale. And that's going to be a really nice start to the game. Goblin Barrel is going to go down. We can use our Skeletons to distract, and our Minion Horde this time is providing so much value. Let's go and use our Battle Ram right now. Battle Ram's going to go in. We're keeping aggressive with this push right here. Okay, well, that's going to die. King Tower is so weak, though, that the Battle Ram is still going to crash into that tower. Very nicely played. And let's just go ahead and let our skeletons and barbarians do work and reset with an elixir collector in just a moment. So perfect start to the game. This guy's playing Royal Giant too, which really isn't the best against what we're doing. I'm going to let those fire spirits crash down on us. And all right, that's going to be pretty good. We'll take a little bit more fire spirit damage than what we wanted. And this miner's going to go down on the top. That'll work out really well for us. Let's see what he's going to do. I'm going to zap all of this just to give my miner a little bit more time. Perfect job right there. And all right, well, we can just go ahead and get ready with our 3 musketeers momentarily. He probably has some arrows up his sleeve that he wants to play. So we're going to let that minion horde do work while it can. And he doesn't have enough elixir for arrows, so that's actually going to go down pretty tragically for him until these fire spirits come out. But fire spirits are going to miss a couple of those minions, which is going to give us even more value. And this game has turned out pretty well so far. And now we can go crazy with our 3 musketeers. So 2 are down right now. He hasn't shown any counters, really. He's going to play a goblin barrel in the middle of nowhere, so let's go ahead and do that over there. Skeletons to deal with that goblin barrel. Looks like this is going pretty decently. I've got Zap to help deal with these. Barbarians are getting crushed by these musketeers. Very nicely done. Musketeers are going to eventually lock onto the tower. Let's cycle our 3 musketeers yet again. And this is just going to be how this game goes. I don't think there's really too much else my man Tackins can do right here as the musketeers start crashing down over there. And I'm going to... Okay, that was a questionable minion horde. Questionable minion horde. He's going to end up getting blasted. He does have arrows, so I was waiting for those to come out. Here goes the zap spell to help out with these barbarians. Miner's going to go down. 82 HP left, and that's going to be another 3-crown victory for a pretty beast deck. Elixir. What madness right there. Like I said in the beginning, I want to save up as much elixir as possible before I went in. And it ended up getting us 3 more crowns. Let's go ahead and open up our crown chest to see what we get. Looks like we will get... no epics. Feels bad, man. But still, no reason to rain on our parade. Let's keep going. Let's keep grooving using this deck and see if we can pick up some dubs. Now, thinking of this deck with the balance changes that got announced, I don't think anything's really... Actually, a Battle Ram got a small buff. Very small buff. Basically to where... If like an ice spirit kills it, your barbarians won't come out frozen, so that's sort of nice. He does have a poison spell, so that's going to be something we have to deal with. But now that the poison spell's out, that makes my minion horde stronger as well as my 3 musketeers stronger. And let's go ahead and actually play those right now. So that Tesla that he played, the Tesla was basically a -2 elixir trade, because by the time my musketeers reach it, it's halfway dead, and the Tesla costs 4 elixir. So a little bit of mult math to start off this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and get ready with my miner momentarily. And this miner's going to rain down on the what is it, the wizard right there. It looks like he's actually got some elite barbarians I'm going to have to deal with. That's going to be an easy skeleton play right there. I've got Goblin Gang in case he has Zap. And it looks like we actually won't have to do that for a while. I'm going to play Goblin Gang to surround this wizard, hopefully and destroy some stuff. Oh, Musketeer's still going to be alive. So let's go ahead and kill her with the minion horde. And unless he has the elixir, no, he doesn't have the elixir for the poison speller. Instead, he decided to play it on the Tesla. That's going to end up hitting his tower. And if you take a look at the left-hand side, one of the musketeers from the 3 musketeers actually ended up creeping towards that tower. And let's go ahead and get ready with an elixir collector over here. All right, so I'm changing my elixir collector placement. Since he has the poison spell, I don't want to play my elixir collector in the center anymore, because then he could poison both my 3 musketeers as well as the collector. He's just going to poison it again, so really no harm, no foul right there. And what we're going to have to do, I'm guessing, is try to set up our skeletons or our Goblin Gang in front of our 3 musketeers, or our 2 musketeers, so his elite barbarians can't take them out. But I'm going to go for... a bit of a crazy push. So let's go ahead and get our miner down over here. I've got Battle Ram over here. This is going to be the push we want. So elite barbarians are going down. A little bit early for me on these skeletons, unfortunately. So keep that in mind. Zap's going to go down on a lot of these skeletons. That's going to be tower number 1 going down. And just like that, this game is in the palm of our hands. And this one is looking pretty darn good. Okay, so tower's going to take out that wizard slowly but surely. I'm actually not going to cycle my 3 musketeers because... I don't really want to get poisoned, so I'm going to play 2 musketeers on the left, 1 on the right. Normally, you'd probably say to play 1 of them on the left, since that's the lane. Anyways, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to let that Tesla do its thing. In a moment, we can get ready with our own push. And as this wizard goes down, that's going to sort of be what we have to deal with. Now, I don't even want to deal with that, so I'm going to go ahead and go with our Goblin Gang, our Battle Ram, our everything. And let's check out this other side of the map. Now, the poison spell will go down, which is going to be annoying, but with so much damage locking onto this tower, that's going to be the end of the game for another 3-crown victory. We went for the gusto with an all-out 3-crown push, and it ended up working pretty well right there. Let's go ahead and do one more battle using this deck, since it's been pretty good from the beginning. And 3 straight 3 crowns. Let's see if we can end it off with 4th 3 crown in a row. using this amazing deck. Now, this deck does have the Miner, I guess, as its legendary staple. So keep that in mind. Gotta have the legendary if you want to play this one right. But besides that, it's pretty flexible as far as what you can play. I'm going to let my Elixir Collector go down here. He's going to play a Knight, so really bad start to the game for him. And now it's all about, do I want to play my 3 Musketeers and risk getting a little bit wrecked? Or do I want to get ready with something else? I'm going to play my Goblin Gang first instead. Let's see what he wants to end up doing. Which is going to be a log, so we'll play our skeletons here. I'm actually going to play my 3 Musketeers now. And there they go. They're going to crash onto this Knight. They're going to crash onto this Hog Rider. There's the lightning spell that I thought might go down. And we're going to actually take a fair bit of damage, and I don't know what I can really do. I guess I'm just going to have to sacrifice this HP right here. And I'm going to actually play the Battle Ram and then the Minion Horde to see if we can get something going. This is a risky play. If he has arrows or anything like the Executioner, that's going to completely brutalize us. Battle Ram still should reach the tower, which is going to be our one little saving grace, but that was not the push that we wanted, and we're going to take a lot of damage right there. All right, well, this is going to be much more problematic than we thought. I had to play the Miner because I was getting low on Elixir, so Miner's going to go down. Goblin Gang 2 should avoid most of this Executioner. We're going to take a little bit of damage, so he'll play his log. And getting ready for whatever he has next, I guess I'll play my Elixir Collector, but I don't really have some good defenses prepared for this Hog Rider. I guess I can do Skeletons and then Minion Horde. He's going to play his Lightning Spell on the Elixir Collector. So this is what happens with this deck. You have to choose what you want to do. Do you want to Lightning Spell the 3 Musketeers, or do you want to end up Lightning Spell the Elixir Collector? So he chose to go to Lightning Spell the Elixir Collector, and because of that, we're going to force him to make a decision on both sides of the map. So let's do it. There goes the Knight over there. Here goes the Skeleton's Battle Ram over here. Executioner's probably going to plop down in a moment. He's actually going to play the Tornado on the other side, so check out all the damage from these Barbarians right here. Skeletons are going to end up tanking for my Musketeer right now, and look at all of that damage on the tower. Tower will end up dying right there, and even get one more hit right there. I'll have to play the Minion Horde, which is going to get hit by the Ice Spirit, and the Log's going to end up hitting nothing. Let's actually go crazy right here. Does he have Tornado still? I don't think he still has Tornado, so I'm hoping that these can crash through. Executioner will go. Okay, so he finally has the combo. But that's going to finally go down right there. And I'm going to play my Musketeers right now. Skeletons to distract. Lightning Spell. Okay, Lightning Spell will take out the Musketeers if it has to. So I'm going to get ready with the Battle Ram right now, hopefully to tank if we have to. But what is he doing? He hasn't played anything yet. There goes the Lightning Spell, but notice how it attacks the Musketeers instead of the tower. The Ice Spirit's going to go down right now. He has to have a little bit more damage against my tower, or this is going to be the end of the game. And let's go ahead and get the Goblin Gang down, and you know what happens right here. You guys know the deal. You know the rules. The Musketeer in the center is going to crush that tower to 0. GG. Well played against James Bong. Nice little name right there, and that's going to be a 2-crown win, ending our streak of 3s. Guys, if you haven't tried this deck, this is one of the most fun decks and most annoying decks to play against. Personally, I think the 3 Musketeers are super annoying. I know a lot of people have been saying stuff like maybe make them a 2-second deploy time. I don't know if I agree with that, but they are mega frustrating to deal with. This deck only requires 1 legendary, which is the Miner, so keep in mind you have to have that to play it, but that is going to do it for this deck and this video. Try this deck out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and that is going to wrap it up. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.